August 1971, Stanford University. A bunch of college kids walk into a basement. 6 days later, they become monsters. And the guy running the show, he's having the time of his life. Chapter 1. What could possibly go wrong? So it's 1971. America is a lot. Vietnam. Watergate is brewing. And a psychology professor named Philip Zimbardo has an idea. Not a great idea, but definitely an interesting one. He puts an ad in the Palo Alto newspaper, and I quote, "Male college students needed for psychological study of prison life, $15 a day." Now, $15 a day in 1971 is about $120 today. For a college kid, that's beer money for a whole semester, so 75 guys apply. Zimbardo picks 24. He screens them, makes sure they're physically and mentally healthy. No history of crime, no psychological issues, just normal guys. Then he flips a coin. Heads, you're a guard. Tails, you're a prisoner. Simple, random, scientific. What could possibly go wrong? Chapter 2. Day 0. Welcome to Hell's Basement. The mock prison is in the basement of the Stanford Psychology building. Classy. 3 cells, a tiny closet they call the Hole. No windows, no air conditioning. Here's where it gets weird. Zimbardo asks the actual Palo Alto police to arrest the prisoners. Real cops, real handcuffs, real sirens. These kids are home, minding their own business, when suddenly, boom, they're being booked for nothing. They get strip-searched, shaved bald, sprayed with delousing chemicals, given a dress to wear, no underwear, with a chain around one ankle. And they get numbers, not names, numbers. Prisoner 8612, prisoner 819, prisoner 416. The guards, they get uniforms, aviator sunglasses so no one can see their eyes, wooden batons, and a simple instruction: keep order. Zimbardo tells them, you can create in the prisoners a sense of fear, a notion of arbitrariness, that their life is totally controlled by us. Translation: do whatever you want, just don't hit anyone. What could possibly go wrong? Again. Chapter 3. Day 1. The calm before the crazy. Day 1. Everything is fine, boring even. The prisoners are in their cells. The guards are figuring out their shifts. Zimbardo is watching through hidden cameras, taking notes, feeling like a real scientist. But here's the thing about putting 24 bored college kids in a basement with nothing to do. They're going to make their own entertainment. And entertainment in this case means escalation. Chapter 4. Day 2. The Rebellion. Day 2. The prisoners are tired of being treated like animals, so they rebel. They barricade themselves in their cells. The guards' response: fire extinguishers. They spray the prisoners through the bars. Then they break in, strip the ringleaders naked, throw them in the hole. 36 hours in, prisoner 8612 loses it. Uncontrollable crying, disorganized thinking, rage. He screams, "Fuck this experiment, fuck Dr. Zimbardo." Zimbardo lets him go. But before he leaves, 8612 tells the other prisoners something terrifying. You can't leave. You can't quit. This is a lie. They can leave any time. They were told that up front. But in this basement, in this moment, they believe him. Because they've already forgotten it's an experiment. Meanwhile, the guards are getting creative. One guard, nicknamed John Wayne, becomes the star of the show. He's brutal, he's creative, he's having a great time. His specialty: psychological torture. Chapter 5. Day 3 to 5, the creativity hour. By day 3, the guards have developed a full playbook of fun activities. Activity 1, endless roll calls. Make the prisoners stand for hours, counting them over and over at 3 a.m., because why not? Activity 2, the privileged cell. Reward one prisoner with good food and a bed. Watch the others seethe. Break their solidarity. Activity 3, the human toilet. Force prisoners to clean toilets with their bare hands. Activity 4, sexual humiliation. make prisoners simulate sexual acts on each other, and the classic push-ups until you collapse. Prisoner 819 breaks down, hysterical. Zimbardo brings him to his office. The kid is sobbing, can't even speak. And Zimbardo? He tells the other guards to watch, to learn from this breakdown. Because by now, Zimbardo isn't a scientist anymore. He's the prison superintendent. He's part of the show, and he's loving every second. Chapter 6. Day 6. The girlfriend who saved everyone. Enter Christina Maslach, graduate student, Zimbardo's girlfriend, future wife. She comes to the basement on day 5 to conduct interviews. She walks in. She sees what's happening, and her stomach turns. She sees guards humiliating prisoners. She sees prisoners broken, sobbing, catatonic. She sees her boyfriend, the man she loves, playing prison warden like it's a game. She pulls him aside and she tells him, "This is wrong. You are hurting these people. Stop it." And here's the thing. Zimbardo listens, not to his own conscience, not to any ethical review board, but to his girlfriend. The next day he ends it. 6 days, not 14, because one person, one outsider, looked at the situation and said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" The study that was supposed to last 2 weeks ended in less than a week. Chapter 7. The aftermath? The story that sold. So the experiment is over. The prisoners go home. The guards go back to being normal college kids. But Zimbardo, he becomes famous. He writes books. He gives TED Talks. He testifies in court cases. A movie gets made about him. His message? Good people can do evil things when put in a bad situation. It becomes the go-to explanation for everything. Abu Ghraib, Stanford prison experiment. Corporate fraud, Stanford prison experiment. Your boss being a jerk on a Monday, Stanford prison experiment. But here's what the participants say. Dave Eschliman, the guard Zimbardo called John Wayne, the evil guard, has a different story. He says Zimbardo directed many of his actions, that Zimbardo told him what to do, that Zimbardo congratulated him afterward, saying he'd done a fantastic job. And the guards, they weren't just swept up in the situation, they were coached. Zimbardo gave them a list of rules, procedures for dehumanizing prisoners. Zimbardo, for his part, always defended the experiment. Social forces, he said, environmental contingencies. But here's the uncomfortable truth. He wasn't just observing the experiment, he was running it. Chapter 8. The plot twist. It was all kinda fake. Fast forward to 2018. A French historian named Thibault Le Texier does something nobody else bothered to do. He actually looks at the archives, and what he finds is awkward. The guards didn't just spontaneously become cruel, they were told to be cruel. The prisoners didn't just spontaneously break down, some of them were faking it to get out. As Dave Eschliman put it, Zimbardo was a great storyteller. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, as they say. So what did the experiment actually prove? Maybe not what Zimbardo said it proved. Maybe it proved that if you put people in a basement, tell them to act like guards, and tell them exactly how to act like guards, they'll act like guards. Shocking. Chapter 9. What we actually learned. Here's what's genuinely interesting. Most of the guards weren't cruel. Only a few really went overboard. Some guards refused to participate in the abuse. Some were kind to the prisoners. Some even helped them. So the whole situation makes good people evil narrative. It's incomplete. What the experiment actually shows is power corrupts. Especially when there are no checks on that power. Especially when the person in charge wants you to be corrupt. And it shows something else. Sometimes it takes just one person to say, "This is wrong," to stop the whole thing. The real lesson. So what's the takeaway from this gloriously messed up story? It's not that anyone can become a monster. It's that we should be really suspicious of people who tell us we have to be monsters. And we should be really careful about who we give power to. And maybe, just maybe, don't run psychological experiments in basements. Follow and subscribe for more content like this as we continue to explore the tools and mindsets for building an unbreakable character and a life of your own design. Stay sharp, keep focus. You deserve the best.